Hello, welcome back, my dear students. Hope you are staying healthy and happy. Do you remember what did we learn in the last class? Yes, very good. We learned about an old woman who was waiting for a long time for the help to cross the road. It was a busy road, but no one cared her. At that time, the children from the nearest school came very happily. From those boys, no one gave her help to cross the road. She was so weak, timid, and afraid to walk because she thought that the carriage wheels or the horse's feet perhaps run over her on that slippery road. Okay, my dears, I'll recite the rest of the poem. You listen to me carefully and read with me. At last came one of the merry troop, the gayest lad of all the group. He paused beside her and whispered low, I will help you across if you wish to go. Her aged hand on his strong young arm she placed and so without hurt or harm. He guided her trembling feet along, proud that his song were firm and strong. Then back again to his friends he went, his young heart happy and well content. Okay, my dears, did you get the idea of these lines? Oh, it's okay. I'll explain it. Before that, let's learn some new words. Okay? The first word, merry. Merry means happy. Then the second word, hurt or harm. That means injuries. Okay. Then the third one, gayest. Gayest means happiest. Lad, a boy. Tremble, to shiver. Paused, stopped. Whisper, to speak in very low voice. Okay. Now let's move on to the detailed explanation. Okay, listen to me, my dears. First, a group of children came on that way, but they didn't care her. At last, the happy group of boys came out from the school. From that group, one of the happiest boys stopped beside the old lady and he asked quietly that he would help to cross the road if she wished to go. Then the old woman placed her aged hands on his strong arm. He carefully guided the trembling feet. Trembling means shivering. That means the woman was very old. Then the boy guided the old woman without any harm or injuries. When the boy returned to his friend after helping the old woman, his heart had been filled with happiness and satisfaction. Okay, dear children, now let's move on to the next stanzas. Listen carefully. She is somebody's mother, boys you know, for all she is old and poor and slow. And I hope some fellow will lend a hand to help my mother, you understand. If ever so poor and old and grey, when her own dear boy is far away. And somebody's mother poured low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, God be kind to the noble boy who is somebody's son and pride and joy. Okay, dear students, listen to me. I'll give the detailed explanation. The boy told his friends that she was the mother of somebody and she was very old, poor and very slow. The boy said to his friends that the time would come when his own mother would become old and helpless and he would not be there. But he was sure that Someone would definitely be there to help his old mother like him. Somebody's mother went to home and prayed to God that night, "Be kind to that noble boy who was somebody's son." Okay, my dear students, without any hesitation, we must help the people, those who are in need. Okay, hope you understood the poem very well. Now, let's move on to the text activities. Okay, my dears, come to the activity. Read the poem once again and answer the following questions. First one, identify from the poem the lines or expressions that suggest the following. Here are some points. The woman was very weak. The attitude of the people. The boy as a contrast to the other boys. The noble character of the boy. The boy's concern for his own mother. The old woman's love for the boy. Children, can you find out the lines from the poem? Okay, the first one, the woman was very weak. Which line expresses this? Yes, very good. The woman was old and bent with the chill of the winter's day, and the woman's feet were aged and slow. Okay. Then the next one, the attitude of the people. Which lines can you identify? Yes, very good. Of human beings who passed her by, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eye. Okay, my dears, you have to find out the lines or expressions that suggest the rest of the following. Okay, my dears, now let's move on to the second activity. Look at this line. Nor offered a helping hand to her. Can you find out any special feature in these lines? Yes, very good. The sound of the H is repeated in the words helping, hand and her. Okay. This kind of repetition of consonantal sounds is called alliteration. What do you mean by alliteration? Yes, the repetition of consonantal sounds in a line is called alliteration. We can see the alliteration in these lines. The word helping, the first letter H, and the hand, the first letter H, and to her, here the first letter H. The sound of the letter H is repeated in these lines. Okay. I think you have already learnt alliteration in volume 1 of the English textbook. You have to find out some other examples of alliteration from the poem Somebody's Mother. That's your homework. Okay. Now let's move on to the third activity. Look at the last words in the line 1 and line 2. They sound alike. They are rhyming words. Listen here. The woman was old and raggy and grey and bent with the chill of the winter's day. Here the ending words are grey and day. Their sounds alike, but their spellings and meanings are different. Such words are called rhyming words. Okay? You have to find out other rhyming pairs of words in the poem. Here is a list of rhyming words. Write few lines of your own using some of these words or other rhyming words of your choice. For example, 4 days I keep a true wish that I should learn to catch fish. Here the ending words are wish and fish. Their sounds are alike, but their spellings and meanings different. Such lines are called couplets. What do you mean by couplets? A couplet is a pair of lines in poetry that rhyme with each other. Students, you also have to write a few lines of your own using some of these words. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth activity. Using the couplets you have created, write a poem on any topic of your choice. Okay, my dears, now let's move on to the fifth activity. Read an acrostic poem about mother. What do you mean by acrostic poem? An acrostic poem is one in which the initial letter of each line spells out a word or a phrase. That is acrostic poem. Here is an example. The word is mother. Mother is a precious jewel. Oh mother, your love is deeper than oceans. True love and affection in full. Having a heart of gold inside. Every day your blessings save me. Repay it I can never. Okay, my dears, look here. Here is another acrostic poem for you. Read and enjoy it. Then you have to write a similar poem about your mother. Okay, my dears, now it's the time to wind up today's class. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.